We have a question from Brad. I've been using the workout generator since July and have seen great results. First, thank you. For those listening, go to danjohnuniversity.com, join up, and there's the workout generator, which is going to match you to the most appropriate workouts you might ever find. My question is related to training volume. I started with a 3-day per week program in July and have ramped it up to 5 per week training volume, which I just started 3 weeks ago. I've noticed that on the 12 rep week, which I'm in the middle of, I feel extremely fatigued and I'm starting to feel mild pains in some of my joints. I think you can already hear in the question your issue. You went from 3 to 5. It's not 100% more, but it's sneaking up on it. And then, when we go to those 8, 10, 12 reps, 12 reps is 50% more reps than 8. And that adds up. So you've added volume and volume on 2 sides. So I think that's the short answer right now, but let's continue. I'm a 42-year-old male. That acts at one more thing, being 42. And would love some advice on how long you would recommend staying on each training frequency before increasing to a higher workout per week phase. I'm training for longevity and health, so I don't have any rush or deadline to do more. Brad, it might be an idea for you to do something like just a real simple, when you said here each frequency, my thought is days per week. Now if I'm wrong, correct me and I'll come back to this. But it would be an interesting thing for you to try to do is maybe play around with something like 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week. And maybe even play around and float it through, like do 3 weeks of 3 weeks, do 2 weeks of 4 days a week, do 1 of 5 days a week. And then at the end of that, 3, 4, 1, at the end of that 6 weeks, just kind of say, okay, what happened, where do I feel? I got a little dicey on week 6, but then if we go back, we'll see that week 6 was all the 12s. So maybe in the future you go 5 days a week, the next week 4 days a week, the next week 3 days a week, and just play around like that a little bit. It'll give the workout generator a workout, but that might be something to think about. The other thing you could possibly do too is get out your yearly calendar and go, these are the 3-day-a-week months, these are the 4-day-a-week months, and these are the, maybe a total of 6 to 8 weeks a year, 5-day-a-week months. So that's where you kind of go for it a little bit. I train 5 days a week most of the time, sometimes 6. I'll throw in an extra workout on the weekend. But five days a week almost universally, and I've been doing that for a long time. But I also, my Thursday's that mobility day. So, if you're counting that as a workout, then I'm down to 4 days a week, sometimes 5. And that seems to work well for me. So one thought you might even have is if you do train 3 days a week, toss in a mobility tonic day somewhere in there. If you're going to go 4 days a week, for sure I'd add an extra one. And maybe if you're going to train 5 days a week, that 3 or 4 are serious training, and the other day you come in and you practice mobility, original strength, basic flexibility. I hope that helps.